This is the Samsung Galaxy S21, one of my favorite Samsung devices since the Galaxy S8. I've been using the phone since its release, and man, good job Samsung. There have been a lot of mixed thoughts and results of this device since Samsung did cut back on a couple of features, but take my word for it, it's still an amazing device. Anyway, let's get right into the video and see what my thoughts are about the Samsung Galaxy S21 2 months later. Ah yes, the design. The S21 design is definitely striking and really does stand out. The camera cutout is something Samsung really intended to show. So when people see this device, they'll be able to say, ah yes, that's a Galaxy S21. The plastic back has this matte finish and I love it. I know what you're thinking, it's plastic. This isn't that cheap feeling plastic phones that went back with the S4 and the S5. It really does feel smooth, and to be honest, I kind of recommend this over a glass back, but that's just me. Up front, the S21 has a 6.2-inch Full HD 120Hz adaptive refresh rate display with a flat design, a flat display. No curves on the screen whatsoever. It does have a lower screen resolution, but honestly, that's okay, no worries. Its adaptive refresh rate ranges from 48Hz to 120Hz, and to be honest, I really don't notice the change when I'm using the phone. Maybe it's because it really didn't catch my eye, but the S21 has a beautiful display, and that's a given. Watching YouTube videos is super pleasing, especially since I'm always watching videos. In fact, I can say that this could be the first phone I've had in a while that could be used without a case, but I still use one nonetheless. There is no microSD card slot, which is a feature that Samsung did drop with the S21 series, but personally, I would rarely use one anyway. Its dual speakers do get fairly loud, so no problem there. Samsung has always done well with design, and guess what? The S21 is no different. Hey guys, before we continue the video, I want to quickly talk about the Soundcore Life.2s, which Soundcore did send out for me to check out, so thank you Soundcore. There are so many wireless earbuds out on the market, but Soundcore has really been putting out good earbuds, and with these Life.2s, the market it's in right now is currently in for a competition. For only $49, you're getting outstanding battery with a claimed 100-hour playtime. It also has a punchy, reasonable, well-balanced sound profile with a solid build quality. With this build quality comes a comfortable fit to the ear and the ease of switching between both earbuds or a single side. This comes in clutch for listening to music and making calls. If you're on the budget, I definitely recommend for anyone to take a look at the Life.2s. Oh, and since we're on the topic of earbuds, Soundcore actually sent me two, and well, I want to do a giveaway. All you have to do is click on the link down in the description down below. This giveaway will last 2 weeks at the time this video is uploaded. Thank you all for your continued support. Anyway, let's get back to the review. We used to remember Samsung software as slow, inconsistent, and just plain out ugly. However, over the years, Samsung has drastically improved its software over the years, and is going towards a clean path. The S21 comes with Android 11 with Samsung's One UI 3.1, and while many still don't prefer its look and feel, I really dig it. Samsung's old user interface, Touch Wiz UI, used to stick out like a sore thumb and everything would pop out. But with One UI 3.1, Samsung has chosen to move towards more Google services and has taken away many of the extra features and bloatware. It's super clean and responsive. In my use, I haven't come across any lag whatsoever, and this was always present with the older devices. What's even better is that Samsung really stepped up its game with software updates, and they've been frequently pushing out updates. In fact, software updates in the Android world is really important, and Samsung has guaranteed 3 major software updates and 4 years of security updates. And look, that is super good, especially for Samsung, since we know the past with software updates for Samsung. This means that the S21 will receive Android 12, 13, and Android 14. That is good. Very good for an Android device. If you're going to rock this phone for 3 years, you won't have any issue at all. I applaud Samsung for their commitment in the software department. Samsung has always been pretty good when it comes to camera performance, but the S21 has really changed the way I see camera quality. The Galaxy S21 camera hardware isn't any different, as it hasn't changed from the Galaxy S20. The S21 comes equipped with a triple lens rear camera setup, 12 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 64 megapixel telephoto capable of a 3x hybrid optical zoom. Samsung has implemented lots of software updates and improvements with this year's model, and they clearly stand out. You also have a 10 megapixel front-facing camera, and while I don't use it often, I can say that it won't disappoint when you're calling friends, video calling, or you have a Zoom call, a Zoom meeting, whatever it is, or you just like taking selfies. When it comes to talking about the camera, I don't like diving too much into like the camera specs, like with the megapixel count and this and that and whatnot, because I'm like most other people. I pick up the phone and I just hit the button and it takes the photo. The Galaxy S21 has really impressed me though, and I will be sharing photos that I took with the phone. Oh, for those of you who are interested in what video modes the S21 offers, you've got the option of 8K at 24 frames per second, which offers maximum quality and detail, 4K at 30 and 60 frames per second, as well as Full HD at 30, 60, and 240 frames per second. Anyway, enjoy these photos I captured with the Galaxy S21. If there's one thing I was surprised and bummed about, it's the battery life on the Galaxy S21. I really don't know what to say. It just hasn't impressed me at all, and I guess I had high expectations coming from the OnePlus 8T. I would expect the Snapdragon 888 to be a little bit more battery efficient with a fairly well-placed 4000 mAh battery, but nope, by the time it's 4 p.m., I have to charge my phone, and since I'm used to the fast 65 watt wired charging from my 8T, the S21 just doesn't feel as fast. It is fast, but like I said, I had high expectations, and I guess I shouldn't have done that. One good thing that the S21 has that the 8T does not is wireless and reverse wireless charging, and it does come in clutch when I do remember I have that feature. I still haven't fully switched to wireless charging, so it's not really a priority for me, but knowing the phone has this feature is nice to know. I'm a heavy user, everyone knows that. I use my phone very heavily since I'm using it for personal and business use, and I also do watch YouTube videos, like I said earlier, frequently. So yes, this phone does struggle to get me throughout the day. However, for those who don't use their phone often or only use it to call, email, or text, for example, you shouldn't be worried about the battery. Don't get me wrong, the S21 doesn't have a terrible battery, but it just doesn't hold up in my usage and my experience. Who knows? Maybe Samsung might push a software update to further improve its battery life. With the release of the Galaxy S20 last year, the base model was priced at $999, and it wasn't received too well. So, Samsung, they took a step back this year and reduced the price of the S21 series, and specifically this model I have right here, to $799. It was a good call. And what's better is the fact that Samsung devices frequently go on sale, in which you can find the S21 for $699, and if you're super lucky, sometimes $599. For what you're getting, an awesome camera, an awesome screen, great software, up-to-date hardware, the S21 is an awesome deal. For those who didn't pick up the Galaxy S21 or the S21 Plus or the S21 Ultra at launch, I think you did the right thing by waiting, since the phone and the series Samsung phones always go on sale. Also, for those of you who do live in the US, you'll most likely always find a good deal on your carrier as well. Samsung is on track for a super good year with the Galaxy S21. Now, I did pre-order this phone and I traded in my S10e and I got a $550 value for it. So in reality, I only paid about like $250 for my S21, which was a super sweet deal. Just as a heads up, if you're looking for a trade-in, Samsung, in my experience, has offered the best trade-in value followed by Best Buy. I would also look into a trade-in if possible, but otherwise, the S21 pricing is definitely on point. Even with some features taken away from the Galaxy S21 from the S20, like lower screen resolution on the base and the Plus model and microSD card slot, the phone is still an overall great device. I've been using this as my main device, and Samsung has really refined the look and feel of both hardware and software. The look and feel is perfect for my use, and many of you will agree. Yes, while it's not the highest end of the S21 series, like the S21 Plus or the S21 Ultra, this phone goes to show that you don't need the highest end model. And it goes to show that I don't even need the highest end model, and I thought I would. Would I recommend the Galaxy S21? Yes, of course. For those who are looking for a base phone that has an awesome camera and don't use their phone as heavily as I do, then the S21 is a phone to have on your list. Anyway, everybody, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to superman that like button, comment down below, because with the more interactions we get on this video, not only helps the video and the channel, but also pushes the video out to more viewers. And best of all, superman that subscribe button. Until next time, everybody, and until next video, this is MTG.